they are not just in the business of banking, they are also in the business of making our community a better place. And today we have, now you can hear me. So I was picking up on your mic. Okay, I want to start over with that. They are not just in the business of banking. They are also in the business of making our community a better place. And today we have Irv Iniger. You are on the board for Choice Bank. Thank you so much for coming in. And we're talking as well to Erin Hagen with the Hospice of the Red River Valley. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having us.
We're talking about some very fun, so important events that are happening tomorrow. But first, let's talk a little bit about the partnership between Choice Bank and Hospice and just how important it is to Hospice.
Yes, we are so grateful for the partnership with Choice Bank. Go Hawaiian for Hospice, this will be our 9th annual fundraiser. It all started thanks to Irv here, and we're almost raised $600,000 through this fundraiser. So Hospice of the Red River Valley is a non-for-profit hospice, and we're celebrating 40 years in our communities this year.
And obviously everybody knows Irv Iniger, and Irv, you just do so many great things in the community, but boy, we really had fun the last, when you started with the Go Hawaiian for Hospice, it just seemed like a fun party, but really it was not just to have a party. You guys really felt like you wanted to do something that would make a difference.
Well, it all started because I got involved with Hospice because I was a PR for an estate, and this lady was, I went to the hospital for 4 months every day. And I saw what Hospice was doing, and before, basically what I did, I looked at that and I looked at Hospice and I said, I told the lady, I said, I'm going to run an event in your name, thinking I'm going to just do it 1 year. That was a big mistake on my part, but we saw how successful it was and how much we could give back. And I really compliment the bank, and from the standpoint, there is no cost to Hospice whatsoever. 100% of the money tomorrow, 100% will all go to Hospice, and it makes me feel good for what the bank stands up and does. And they really fun. A gal out in Mapleton, Sue Kosowski, were big time farmers. They would come in here and do the pigs. Your crew would come out there and smell them and say, we got to come back. We ruined them.
Well, so we're seeing some video from past years. I mean, let's talk about Go Hawaiian for Hospice specifically. What is happening and how easy it is to go, enjoy, get hooked on the smell, but you're also helping Hospice.
Yes. So tomorrow is Go Hawaiian for Hospice at Choice on 45th. For a suggested donation of $5, you'll enjoy some pulled pork, fresh pineapple, a sweet treat, so a beautiful lunch. And like Irv said, all proceeds benefit Hospice of the Red River Valley. And folks in Grand Forks can also join us for Heroes for Hospice, which is from 11 to 1:30 at Choice on 42nd, where they'll have burgers, pizza, chips. So both events, you'll definitely get your fill and support a wonderful cause.
I love that. And you actually said there are some across the state as well. We're focusing in our viewing area, Fargo and Grand Forks, but this is expanded.
Yes, when we started, what we did is we just saw how successful this was. We said, let's start at some of our other banks. So we went to Bismarck, that was our next, and they have done very well out there. And they also took up our theme, Go Hawaiian for Hospice. Then we went out to Dickinson, and it was really a fun thing. We're not having pork out here, we got to have beef. So it's hoedown for Hospice. And they bring in the singers from Medora, and they actually perform for a couple songs for the people out in Dickinson, and it's just great feeling. And I think for all 4 venues now, we're well over $1 million that we've given back to Hospice, and I think that and that's what it's about. It's about knowing that people are struggling sometimes or hurting, and this is an unbelievable organization.
I feel like we're all touched by Hospice. You shared a very heartfelt story, but I think all of us know someone who has really been, has benefited from Hospice care.
Yeah, this winter my grandma was under the service of Hospice of the Red River Valley, and with COVID it looked very different for our family, and the Hospice CNAs and nurses were able to be those hands for our family when we couldn't be there, and that's just something you can't repay, and so it's just wonderful.
Okay, so before we let you go, one more time, tell us where the luau will be happening tomorrow, and up in Grand Forks as well, the hours, the locations.
Yes, so bring your grass skirts to Choice Bank tomorrow from 11 to 1, Choice off of 45th. For a suggested donation of $5, you'll receive a pulled pork sandwich, fresh pineapple, and a sweet treat. But if you're in Grand Forks, we'd love to see you at Heroes for Hospice from 11 to 1:30 at Choice off of 42nd. And for the suggested donation of $5, pizza, burgers, chips, all that good stuff. So
Well,
we'd
thank
love
you
to see
so
you.
much for coming in. And I know a lot goes into planning and organizing all of this. And Irv, it's always great to see you as well. You knew one year, everything you touch is successful, so they can't let you go, for sure. So thank you guys for
Yes,
coming
thank
in.
you, Lisa.
And good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Stay with us. Coming up next, we're checking out the great deals at Petopia with our V&L Deal of the Week.